Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today I wanted to talk a bit of ship, a big pile of ship, more specifically a slew of questions that I have seen in my comment section about ships. This ranges from questions about the C2 Hercules and the Perseus, the new concept ship, and the Mercury Star Runner, and lots and lots and lots of more common questions. What are we getting 3.12, bits like that. So lots and lots and lots of ship-specific questions that I'll try and answer here. So Star Citizen Alpha 3.12 is an EVOCATI, and it will be going to First Wave PTU pretty soon, I've been assured. I've also had some rumours of other interesting things happening later in December too. I thought I'd put that out there first because people probably want to know. Backers that own a Best in Show ship, so the Carrack, the Valkyrie, the Cutlass Black, or the Eclipse, you will be given a skin for that within the next 72 hours, so by the 7th of December. The same is true for the Carrack helmet. Everyone will be getting a Carrack helmet whether or not you own any of those ships. But if you own one of those ships, you'll be given the Best in Show skin for that ship and an appropriate t-shirt for the ship as well for free. When will the issues with the Mercury Star Runner and Nomad's fuel usage be addressed? So I just wrote this for the Mercury Star Runner, but it's going to be true of the Nomad as well. The Mercury Star Runner guzzles fuel very quickly. I believe it also had a problem with its fuel intakes, meaning it just chugged fuel extremely quickly without refilling, leaving you an empty husk of a ship with no hydrogen fuel left in the tank. So these issues should be addressed in Alpha 3.12, so hopefully that will put the fuel consumption in a good place, not just for the Mercury Star Runner, but for the Nomad too. In regards to data as cargo and the Mercury Star Runner versus the Herald, and how these ships compare, the Herald will be able to take a small amount of data somewhere very quickly. That's the idea. It's quicker than the Mercury Star Runner. It will be able to go from A to B, typically quicker, although there are obviously going to be some differences when you talk about quantum travel range, I suppose. The Mercury Star Runner has larger data storage and is more equipped to fight and take more punishment, as well as having a better scanner and data interception suite and more facilities. I believe both ships will be able to effectively make their own data that they can then put in their data storage and sell and move around. There was loads of questions about the Perseus. We are getting a Perseus Q&A incoming very soon, which I'll cover in a lot more detail, but a couple of them I can answer here. The Perseus does not have a dedicated medical bay. Lots of people asking, does it have a medical bay? It doesn't have a dedicated one. The ship should have reasonable storage for FPS armor, weapons and gear as well. Also, in the pictures that you've seen, the Perseus hasn't necessarily rammed that hammerhead. It is just destroyed it and then gone through its wreckage. Effectively, it is not a ship specific for ramming or anything like that. That was not mentioned anywhere in its brochure or the sales page or anything for that. The Hercules C2. So we saw a little bit more of the Hercules C2 in the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo Crusader sort of teaser video from Jax McCleary. So we saw them, the interior there, some of the exterior. It looked like they wanted to have it at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, but maybe it just wasn't ready enough. It has been confirmed that the Hercules C2 can carry up to 2 Nova tanks, and the M2 and the A2 variants can carry up to 1 Nova tank. I keep on getting asked, can the A2 carry a tank? It says it can, I believe, anyway. Don't expect the variants of the Hercules C2 at the same time, though. Should just be the C2 that we see first, and it looks like the C2 is currently being planned for Q1 2021 at the moment, though I am hoping for a Christmas ship miracle. Maybe it'll be in 3.12, though that looks less and less likely. The Banu Merchantman is not currently in active production, but they are further fleshing out the Banu race, style and assets, which will help for that when it is. Last time Cloud Imperium spoke about it, they implied that the Polaris will be getting worked on before the Banu Merchantman, as the Banu Merchantman still needed more concept work done to it, or at least more than the Polaris did. Ship armor is part of the physical damage and physicalized component systems, so we should be getting that around at the same time, and we obviously need iCache for all of that. So we'll learn more about what's going on with physical damage and physicalized components mid 2021 onwards, and when iCache comes into play. Also expect to hear about ship modularity probably around that time too, as it's sort of like connected to physicalized components, and it's a little bit more than that, so obviously it will sort of come after that, but they'll start talking about it more readily then. In regards to ship reworks, all ships will be getting some form of rework, so just let me explain what I mean by that. So a lot of the time it's just going to be materials and lighting updates, hardpoint components changes, thruster and stats balances, stuff like that. So all ships also need to have physicalized components added to their setup too when that system comes into play, and any of the new systems that Star Citizen adds, those ships need setups for as well. Is the Constellation going to get more of a rework beyond that? Well, it's going to be getting updated for the hard or parasite docking as well, we know that, but we are waiting on Cloud Imperium to tell us any more beyond that. There's a lot of ships like the Constellation, the Starfarer, the Retaliator, things like that, that players are sort of wanting a bit more of a rework for. I don't think we're going to get much of a rework for any of those ships. And the 600i interior as well, we're still sort of waiting for a bit of an update on what they plan to do with that. We'll cover that as soon as we know more. Aftermarket ship customization is still planned to be a thing, allowing you to more readily customize your ship with various paints and items, but also do some bits with the internals, sort of loosely connected with ship modularity as well. We know you're going to be able to change the interior of the Phoenix to have a piano, for example. There you go, boom. Go mad on your piano. The Vandal Glaive and Scythe will get updated with their new versions at some point in both Vandal Swarm and the Persistent Universe. They need their human versions of the cockpits to be set up first, though, before we get them in the Persistent Universe anyway. I suppose we don't need them for the Vandal Swarm, because it's going to be Vandal driving them. AI or computer blades are still being planned and will have much more functionality and choice than just the automation of turrets and point defense for players. So expect to see auto countermeasure launchers, E-War management, shield management, and a huge amount more. Cloud Imperium are still planning out a lot of the gameplay that they want to see associated with those computers. So ship-to-station docking is in active development and making great progress, including areas that are sort of like associated with docking too. Fire, repair, and damage control gameplay is also in active development. Ship tractor beams are going to be incredibly useful. We will see them used for many, many things. So this could be stopping a disabled ship from moving any further. So it might be drifting or whatever, so you want to grab it so that you can board it. It can be used for moving cargo, items, minables, and salvage around, or helping ships do mining and do salvage by helping them bring those items. You can use it to tow a ship. You can help that ship get out of atmosphere or tow them back to a starport. They have so much utility, and obviously we're getting the first stage of this in a more player-friendly manner with the handheld tractor beams in Alpha 3.12. Talking about 3.12, there are more countermeasure and missile updates coming. The Idris is also going to be in 3.12 as a ship to fight, so it's going to be controlled by NPCs, though I am looking forward to trying to find out a way of getting around that, try and break on board, though last time we saw the Idris, it didn't have an interior. They specifically removed the interior so that people could not break on board and steal the ship. So we'll have to see what we can do. AI, along with players, will be able to target and intercept torpedoes more readily in 3.12. Work is continuing on the tech as well behind the Hull C and getting that into the Persistent Universe. We need docking, iCache, so ship-to-station docking when I say docking. The iCache implemented, cargo updates, so we need containers that will have much larger capacities and not billions of small containers, because that is not going to help servers much when you have a dozen Hull Cs flying around with lots of tiny little boxes. That's going to cause server problems. But progress is being made on all fronts, and that will be in the game once all of those bits have been completed, and they then sort of just tweak the setup to make sure the Hull C is working for the Persistent Universe and not just the Squadron 42's needs. Obviously, one of the other things for that is morphing physics grids, which I think they've actually got mostly working now, so the sort of ability for the Hull C to expand and contract, but I suspect they will tell us even more on this shortly. And that's sort of it for Ship Talk today. I'll have a trawl through my questions section every month or so and try and get a video like this up. Maybe we'll have a video like this for lots of different subjects as well each month. We do have a Perseus Q&A coming out soon, as well as a big Q&A on ships post sort of Intergalactic Aerospace Expo from Cloud Imperium this Friday, and that should give us some more answers to the pressing ship questions of where is the Banu Merchantman and Polaris, which I suspect will be the mainstay of questions. What questions do you want answered though? What's a good name for this video series? Talking ship? A big pile of ship? I need a big ship, or you've got some ship in your teeth, or something else maybe. Do you think Alpha 3.12 will have some surprises? Did you buy anything at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo? What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Shipmas! We're giving away a Mercury Star Runner in December because it's Christmas and we do it every month anyway. Zin, put a Mercury Star Runner in my hand, because that's what we're giving away, and put a hat on it, like a Christmas hat. There you go. That's animation for you, potentially. I just moved my hand around. So just comment on any one of my videos during the month of December to be in for a chance of winning that. Also, maybe give someone special the gift that keeps on giving. I'm talking, of course, about NordVPN. Links below. Also, don't forget Shadow. They do cloud-based gaming stuff, so you can get that as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Click the YouTube join button, like and subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. Thanks for supporting the channel. Merry Christmas. Oh, oh, oh. Mercury Star Runner.